We all know someone who is battling depression or anxiety. Well, then they go and they take some medication and then they get those nasty side effects. Well, if you don't want those nasty side effects, there's a new program out there and it's basically called Brain-Based Health. Sounds really good, doesn't it? Mark White joins us from Mind and Body Clinic in Crocker Park to talk about this. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Brain-Based Health, explain.
Well, basically, it's a top-down model. Normally, when you go to the doctor, they always focus on the body, and they don't really take a look at the brain. They just listen to how you feel, and then they frequently will give you a pill. What we're going to do is flip that model upside down and take a brain-based approach, because what we have found is that when you normalize brain activity through several different types of treatments, that normalization will then manifest throughout the body. In other words, you'll get healthy. And that's really what brain-based health is about. The greatest benefit for brain-based health is that you can normalize a lot of the mood disorders. So anxiety, depression, insomnia, and then some of the conditions related to those of ADD, ADHD, PTSD, addiction. Those are all related at the end of the day to something in the brain. And what we're doing is a drug-free treatment. It stimulates the brain's brain, in other words, the part of the brain that normalizes it and balances it. And it does that through a frequency. So we're talking to the brain in its native language, and we're telling the brain to regulate itself. So rather than introducing medications with side effects, which side effects is how the body's telling you that it doesn't like the medication.
Right.
Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to correct the part of the problem that the pills ignore. In other words, we're going to treat the cause of the problem, not the symptom of the problem. Natural, drug-free.
Our brain, it's our body's computer, you know, and if you play with the wires and you fix it, then, you know, I guess in theory, it should work.
Exactly. The brain has two systems. You've got an electrical network system and you've got a chemical messenger system. And when those two systems are balanced and working together, life on life's terms is great. When one of those systems is out of balance, you get depressed, you get anxious, you have PTSD, etc. And what we're trying to do is basically regulate and normalize that in a safe and effective way.
This is the Nexalin Therapy machine, and this is FDA cleared, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so a lot of people might want to know that.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
In a minute, let's just talk about how this can work and basically reboot our brain.
Reboot and reset is what we say. Just like you reset your computer at home, what we're going to do is reset your brain and normalize it. We're going to do it with 3 different electrodes, is what they call them. They're actually pads, and they go on your head, and they put a frequency into your head. You do not feel it. This is not electricity as you would believe, but what it's doing is it's, again, speaking in the language of the brain to normalize the aspects of the brain that are not working.
And as far as treatments, how many?
40 minutes is a session, 10 to 20 sessions in a 2 to 4 week period, undetectable. You won't feel anything. You will probably sleep. You'll go into a quiet room and relax for 40 minutes.
Mark White, you put me in a good mood already. If you want to learn more, Mind and Body Clinic, 440-723-9800, or go to mindandbodycrockerpark.com. Thank you again.